Force. I know it's hard to remember all 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall now.
Hello and welcome to Speeding Bullets Repackaged. I am Richie. I'm going to have a less clunky show.
Hooray! Good job.
I have buttons that are working for me.
I mean, there's a first time for everything. Hey, everybody out there in the YouTube lands, the tubes of you. It's your pal Tupper. It's the guy with the tiny mic. And we are here for another episode of Speeding Bullets Repackaged, the toy show with Pep. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Boom, right there for you. If you haven't done it already, please like this video. Please subscribe to our other podcasts, and you'll be notified of all the awesomeness that we're bringing to you, including this very episode.
That's right.
Right here. Boom. Boom.
Yeah. Okay. So we don't have a huge show like we did a couple weeks ago where we recorded 2 in 1, but we do have a good show for you guys. At least I think so. We always have
good shows.
Yeah, that's right. So
I mean, we're extremely entertaining people.
That's true.
I mean, we're charming and we're affable and at least in my case, attractive. Sure.
I just felt like pressing that button.
Again, if this is your first time watching a video, you just need to be aware that Richie will play nonsensical audio clips throughout the whole thing, including this one. Boom.
That's right. With that saying, we'll jump right into the coming soon.
Oh yeah, it's that coming soon graphic. Just like every other episode, I talk over it. It's sort of a thing that I do. Just keeps me excited.
Yeah.
Excitement.
So there was recently a Hasbro Pulse fan stream, and there was a little bit of Star Wars stuff that came out of that Hasbro Pulse fan stream because it was Star Wars centric. This is the Hasbro Pulse Spring 2026 Mos Eisley 4-pack. So.
Ooh, going with that Mos Eisley HasLab that I think they did last year in the earlier parts of 2025, maybe even it was late 2024. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't fund it. I'm poor. I don't have money.
Now these are the smaller figures, right? These are the 3.5 inch or 3.75 inch figures. There's
3 3/4.
The vintage line, which is basically their Superpowers line equivalent, I would say.
Look at this guy's name, Arleel Shos.
Or maybe it's Skos. Maybe it's a CH that you pronounce like.
So here's my question: who over at Star Wars, over at Lucasfilm, is like, we need a name for this guy? Like, do they just have a random name generator?
It's like the Wu-Tang name generator, but it's the Star Wars name generator.
I mean, I'm pretty sure these guys invented this in the 80s. They were just like they were in a room writing and being like, yeah, George created 4 new characters. We need names for these guys for the eventual action figures. And they're like, Snottlegrass?
They threw alphabets at the wall.
I feel like they just did mushrooms and they were like, whatever comes out of our face, that's what it is. We have an hour. So let's do mushrooms. Let's wait for them to kick in. We'll have an hour after that. This is how we come up with the names. And that's how you get a bunch of those crazy names that they have for Star Wars. And you know what? Smart. Yeah. That's just smart as far as I'm concerned.
Now this one they're calling Chowman, but I just think this is Lando Calrissian cosplaying as Chewbacca.
It really is. It is absolutely the Wookiee Lando. He's even got a little like defined mustache, you know, that he can twirl. Little mug, which is WD. His Colt 45 is in a golden mug. It's fine.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So.
You're too young to know that reference, kids. Go and look it up on Google. Yeah. I'm not explaining it for you.
And then we have
this is it's kind of cool.
This guy, the plague doctor of the Star Wars universe, Garandan.
Garandin. He
Garandin?
was he was the guy who ratted out the Millennium Falcon so that the Imperial troopers would go and get them. That's how they started shooting at the
Yeah, that's
Millennium
right.
Falcon back in the original film. I think he used to be called like Snoodle Nose or something
Snoodle
like that, and
Nose.
they actually gave him a real name. Pretty cool for a 3 3/4 inch figure.
true.
I must say, especially if you have that Mos Eisley collection.
Yeah.
That's what this is for.
And then Labria?
Not the Labria, not the name I would have gone with. Demonicus. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
But again, as you explained earlier, it's either mushrooms or throwing names at a
Or
wall.
both.
Just throwing letters. It doesn't look like I feel like he's not a Labrius though. Look, that's way too sexual a name for this character. I'm sorry, it is. That's just a fact, and that is life. But soft goods, so.
And then they
Well
also
done.
showed this image, which is like their retro Kenner line with a Leia. This kind of looks more like a Polly Pocket Leia as opposed to a 3.5-inch figure. That's kind of giving me that type of vibe.
I get why the retro lines exist, why these things exist, but this is so like 1980s, and I don't like. It's not 1980s anymore.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a market for this stuff, but I will never understand it. I really vintage line, yes, that's sized for the 80s, but with more articulation and more detailing and stuff. These retro stuff, it's just not. I don't get it.
It's not for
It's not
Tupper.
for me. It's barely for Richie.
Yeah, it's true. I don't even get the superpowers line, so except for one, I got a Batman Who Laughs when I thought I couldn't get one before. We got Watto coming.
Little Watto.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised as this is a figure. Well, I'm surprised and not surprised at the same time because I don't know. I'm just not.
I mean, I like the flapping wings that he comes with. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love the little flight stand. It's always
that's
nice
cool.
to see a flight stand. It's got some cool accessories. I mean, again, this is definitely not for me. I don't know why you would want a Jewish stereotype character, but hey, if you're a completionist, why you got to have it? Do the thing. What are you selling? I don't know.
That's
It's pretty good.
That's pretty
Watto
good, I gotta
impression.
say.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Now I gotta
Love that
say,
he comes with a chance cube. I love that. That's hilarious.
The next
this tiny
figure-
little cube.
if the Duels End Vader hadn't already launched me into the Star Wars Black Series collecting, this next figure would have been the figure to do it because it is fucking awesome, and that is the Lord Starkiller figure. This is a character that was in the Force Unleashed games. He was a secret protege to Darth Vader, voiced and had the likeness of Sam Witwer, and which is pretty awesome. He comes with a multitude of lightsabers and extra hands, and that's one thing I noticed with the Star Wars line that I would like a little bit of improvement on is like they never really come with extra hands or anything, at least the ones that I've got. It's just the weapons. This one you can make some pretty cool poses from. I am definitely going to be pre-ordering this when it is available. So
Yeah, I'm into this, and it looks like there's a wire that's included in
the
his
cape,
little
yeah.
cape thingy. The multiple lightsabers is a really big thing, and it's just a really nice design. I love the design from The Force Unleashed. I'm also like, yeah, you can get this at a good price. I would like this too. This is nice. I don't have a lot of Star Wars figures, but I do love cool bad guy designs or cool anti-hero designs, I guess, in the case of Starkiller, who is more of an anti-hero than he is a hero or villain. But yeah, this is nice, and I'm glad they're finally doing more hand accessories with the Star Wars characters. I mean, really, there's no excuse to not have extra hands and lots of little accessories. They do like the lots of little accessories, but
not like they don't have the
wire in your
molds.
capes. Wires in your capes. This is a must-have moving forward for all soft goods capes. You got to have those wires, and you got to have extra hands, lots of accessories, and multiple lightsaber hilts. You can get the ones with the moving blades. You can get the one with the static blade. They all pop out anyway.
I've seen some of those.
Keep up with that.
I've seen some of those because I was browsing some of the Star Wars Black series and some of the newer figures that are coming, and some of the more recent ones have that moving lightsaber. And I kind of want to find one that I really like just to have one of the moving lightsaber looks, or to get one to put on the other figures that I have. So.
Yeah. They should really sell a pack of like just general lightsaber accessories, like different movements, really a couple of different hilts. Again, Hasbro, we're just
throwing ideas out
money.
there. Yeah, exactly.
Just on your payroll.
Now, one thing we haven't featured a lot of, but I wanted to, these ones specifically because they're the Transformers movie. Obviously, I mean Transformers, but these ones are pretty cool. This is the Transformers, the movie. What's it called? ME collection? I don't know. But Hot Rod. So...
I was going to say his name's right there, Richie.
I know, but I was trying to see what the collection was called. MTE collection. So... But yeah, Hot Rod.
MTE. MGMT.
More than meets the eye.
Oh, more than meets the eye. Okay. Is this Hot Rod or is this? I thought it looks more like Rodimus, but maybe it's the face that sells it as just being Hot Rod. I don't know. It's been like 30 years since I saw the Transformers.
It's definitely Hot Rod. But yeah, this is cool. I just popped on to EB Games before Tupper logged on and before I quickly checked to see if the Jessica Cruz was available for pre-order. It's not yet, but some other stuff is that I'm not getting. But this is already sold out online for pre-orders. I don't know when it went up, but check here.
Richie's right. We don't cover Transformers a whole lot on this podcast, and it's just worth noting that Transformers is still a massive, major property, and they do HasLabs for Transformers. They put out probably 20 to 25 Transformers a year. There's sellouts. There's always it's still a massive market for Transformers, and I'm here from it. It's not my thing anymore, but I am so glad it exists, and I do not want to take it away from anybody.
These ones I like. Not sure if I'd get Hot Rod, but the next one I think I kind of feel like I have to get for reasons that should be pretty obvious to Tupper. But this is the Autobot Hound. So my karaoke host name, and you may know I go by Superhound on a lot of things. So this is the Autobot Hound, and I think I kind of have to get this guy.
Richie, you need to petition for a repaint of this in your Superhound colors with little dog ears on the side of Hound here. I never had Hound as a kid, but he is a classic Transformers character, and there's pretty good representation, lots of articulation, get good. Again, like it kind of blows me away that these are toys that transform into other things and they still have the bold articulation to get deep poses out of it. I mean, look at that shit.
Look at that. That's pretty good poses. That's
awesome. Like, again, not into Transformers anymore, but I super appreciate. I'll tell you right now, guys. The reason I'm not into Transformers is because I did want the masterpiece Optimus Prime that came out initially, like in 2007 or 2006, and it was like $300 back then, and I was like, this is way too expensive. But I got to hold one and mess around with one once, and they're just so amazing. But I was like, this is way outside of my price range, and they never make Optimus Prime figures at like $40 that are fully transformable and fully articulated. And I'm not gonna lie, pissed me off. So
you're like, if I can't have that one, I'm not getting any of them.
Well, this is kind of true. It's kind of true. Optimus Prime is the greatest. I do actually have a non-transformable Optimus Prime that I got a couple years ago that Hasbro put out, and he's great, very cartoon accurate. Love him. But he was like $40, and the next stage up that also looks as good as that and transforms is like $150. Like, I need a happy medium.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been tempted to get the both the Bumblebee and Optimus Prime Lego sets, because those are pretty cool and reasonable.
I thought for a second I thought you were going to say those ones that transform on their own.
no,
and I'm
God.
like, Richie, do you know how much those cost?
Those are like $1,000 or more. Like,
yeah, 1,500 I think is what they go for in Canada. And
I tell you, if I come into money and Vanessa's out of school and in university and something, I am fucking buying something that transforms. Just saying.
So what you're saying is when this show finally takes off in 10 years, and we've been doing it for 10 years, and they're sending us shit from advertisers, and you're watching this video on YouTube, if YouTube even exists in 10 years, and there's constantly ads popping up. Richie and I are just using all that ad money to buy crazy action figure stuff, including transformable Transformers, all of those hot toy things, all of those super cool 12-inch Masters of the Universe figures from Mondo Toys, all of that stuff.
And a real-life portal gun.
I mean, that's not something they don't, that's not real, Richie. That's not a thing.
Damn it. Okay. Coming up to Mesco Toys next. We got this Batman Year One. That looking kind of cool, I would say. This is from their 112 collective collection. It's got some. It's one thing I would like to see for Batman figures as a whole that McFarlane should have done, and only did one recently where they had an uncowled head. But multiple Batman heads is a good idea with different expressions. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I agree. Again, stuff that we're looking for when Mattel takes over this license. This is all little things that we're looking for, is a Batman character with multiple heads, multiple hands, lots of accessories like this. Again, when I think of the perfect Batman figure, I'm thinking like a combination between the G.I. Joe classified line and whatever they're going to be doing over at Mattel. A little bit of detail, soft good cape with wires, some of the stuff they did at McFarlane, but just multiple hands, multiple heads, multiple accessories. That's what we're looking.
This detachable cape and cowl is pretty cool, I gotta say.
It's great.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. This is obviously a little bit Mezco, so I think this is probably an $80 to $90 figure to start.
Yeah.
It's great, but again, what I'm looking for is some of that like $90 to $100 value in these things like the Mezco and the Kobayashi stuff, and let's bring that over to like the more discount lower end line. That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So Mattel, oh boy. Richie, do you know that we're probably about 6 weeks, maybe even 8 weeks away from seeing what those new Mattel figures are going to look like? I'm so excited.
When I was at my favorite GameStop recently, I was chatting with them, and I was like, have you guys gotten any word? Yeah, EB Games. Have you guys gotten any word yet on whether you guys will be carrying the Mattel DC stuff when the license changes over? And he's like, we don't have any word yet, but I think it could go either way. Like, he's on one hand, he's like, the guy's part owner in McFarlane, so he might see that as, like, I don't want to carry that stock, but he is also a really smart businessman and seems like a good guy, so it seems like he wouldn't want to alienate that collector base and would likely to bring it in, so I think they'll bring it in. So I
think they're going to bring it in.
It'd be dumb not to.
It would be. And obviously nobody seems to know the specifics of the switchover, like what Mattel is going to be able to produce, how deep the line is going to go, and also like what is that line going to look like? Is this more of a $20 action figure where you get a crazy shooting gun with a spring in it that's more for kids, or is it going to be more collector friendly? Does McFarlane still get to do some collector stuff? Will they be able to do more things like the Harley Quinn figure, which is coming up this year, which we also should have photos coming of what the box is going to look like. Now, I did see some stuff that we'll have photos for at some point, but I have a better idea of how the packaging is going to look for the Harley Quinn figure that's coming this year. That's going to be cool. Mm-hmm. It is going to be packaged.
And we're getting one.
It's going to have specific packaging. It's exciting.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's lots of questions, and here we are. It's only January 14th. I mean, it's an early new year. There is lots of these questions we're going to be answering as we go, but it's fun to speculate because we are coming. I love speculating about things where we know we're going to get the answers.
Yeah.
Like, I love that, where it's coming sooner rather than later. Like last year, and Richie knows this because we were talking about it, but last year when they announced the changeover to Mattel, we were like, what the fuck? Like, this is so interesting, but we have zero data. We just have zero data on it. So you're like, oh, well, it could be like this, it could be like that. And now that we're getting closer to actually finding out and getting and we get more specifics as it comes, we know what the first line is going to be. We know roughly when it's going to come out. And we're so close to finding out how the figures are going to look, what they're going to come with. That's the excitement. That's what the excitement is for toy collectors. Like, it's so close. You can taste it.
Almost there. Moving into some Mondo stuff. This is some fun stuff that's coming. This Beavis and Butthead set. I don't know if you had seen this yet. Loads of accessories that they come with. They come with both a standing and a sitting body, and of course, he's got a cornholio torso and and an extra head, and then he's got a couple extra heads, and they got the couch, the TV. It's awesome. It's a lot of stuff there.
They got a roll of toilet paper and a lighter.
I didn't notice that. That's good. That is very good.
I mean, look, this is great. My when I was in the 90s when Beavis and Butthead came out, admittedly I was not a fan. I did not appreciate it at the time. Then King of the Hill came out, obviously also made by Mike Judge, and the Beavis and Butthead movie came out, and it was actually pretty good. I've only seen parts of it, but I was like, this is actually pretty good. And I feel like the legacy of Beavis and Butthead has definitely improved, and now they are iconic. And they're so iconic that Saturday Night Live did a skit with them a couple of years ago with Ryan Gosling. And one of the funniest things that Saturday Night Live has done in recent memory, we're still talking about it, and it came out like a year and a half ago.
Almost 2 years ago, I'd say.
Yeah, just great stuff. So this is obviously not something that I would be getting for my collection because it's Mondo. It's probably going to be priced at like $130.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love that it exists. I think this is a great collector, especially because there's a lot of older people like us who are big Beavis and Butthead fans. I think this is a must. If I was a massive Beavis and Butthead fan, I would find the $130 to get this because it comes with everything you need. Like, it's all right there.
Yeah. We have seen this next figure from Mondo before, but we got more information on it, its price, and its estimated arrival, which is August 2026. And this is the 1/12 scale Skeletor that looks really awesome. That's $110
US.
So it's like $300 Canadian.
No, it's $140 Canadian, about there. 145, I think, is what it would be right now. I mean, that's still too rich for my blood, but honestly, like 110, given the detailing, given what comes with it, I mean, that's reasonable. It's still like, I would love to see stuff like this. $90 US. Yeah. That would be, I think, really great. $90 US, and then you have an exchange rate at 110. It's obviously a little bit too overpriced, but I mean, I'm okay with more expensive, 6-inch action figures, 7-inch action figures, as long as you get something with them. Yeah. And the Mondo stuff is balling. Yeah, like it's tons of shit, tons of great shit on those. I want to touch one.
Yeah, you do.
Touch one.
I had to make it weird.
Why did you have to make it? Why did you make it weird?
That's my job.
It's literally just going to say that. I was like, why did you have to make it weird, Richie? Richie made it weird. Whatever. I want to touch it. I don't care.
That's what she said.
Oh, yes, she did.
Moving on to NECA. This is a line from NECA that I don't feature too much, but I decided to randomly for some reason now. I think just to include NECA this time around. It's from their Toonie Terrors line. It's a more cartoonish look for some of their horror pieces. I've seen some like Freddy and Jigsaw and some other stuff before. This is the Fisherman from I Know What You did last summer. The Tiny Terrors line is not my thing, but there's definitely a market out there for it. And if that's you, I would say pick this figure up because I do say it looks kind of neat if that was your thing. So,
how big is it?
I think they're about 6 inches.
Okay. Yeah, and they're basically vinyl statues. I think there's a little bit of movement, but yeah, that's why we don't really figure them. I mean, they're action figures, but they're more like inaction figures. Yeah. They're more like passive figures.
Yeah, exactly.
Just stand there.
And then we very rarely feature anything that is female centered, but this is definitely geared towards female collectors, although there's definitely male collectors out there for this as well, from SH Figure Arts, and that is this Sailor Moon that is coming.
Okay, Richie, I'm gonna just pause right here for a second and tell you that I would love to get this. I would get this in a fucking heartbeat because I loved Sailor Moon back in the day.
So I said there's male collectors that would like this as well.
Right here, baby. Right here. I have a friend who, that's how we became friends back in the 90s, is because we shared. It comes with a little Luna. Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah. I love this.
It's got a winky face head. So yeah, well, it's different faces.
This is great.
So
this is great. I would actually consider this because I mean it's going to be a little bit pricier. Maybe we can look at AliExpress and see if we can get it for in the $30 range. Yeah. But you know what? I would actually love to have this in my collection because I do love Sailor Moon still to this day. I think it's an iconic Japanese anime.
That's a 30th anniversary edition, apparently. So.
Yeah. Wow, we are old as fuck because I remember when it came to North American audience. This was like 1995, and then it was 2 years before that when it came out in Japan
older
or something
than Sailor Moon, dude.
Oh my god, by a lot. By a lot. But I love this. I would love to get it. We should definitely look into it because I would love to add this to my collection. Again, still a big Sailor Moon fan. It's an iconic franchise. Love that they're putting out new figures. And yeah, I think this is the kind of thing. We do talk about how action figures is predominantly male oriented. It's aimed at males. It's more of a male collector product. But women and queers and people of all different backgrounds and spectrums do obviously buy action figures. Yeah. It's not just dudes like us. Yeah. So I've love seeing
off of
stuff
female
like this.
collectors from Marketplace and McFarlane stuff. So.
Yeah, it's to me it is, again, you think of it as being male oriented, but it's for everybody. And I love stuff like this because it does mean that they are like, oh, men will obviously be interested in this, but this is something that is like a Barbie style figure, but it with modern articulation and accessories, and I love that. So I love that they're catering more to the female market when it comes to this, and the gay market. This is great stuff. I'm not a lady and I'm not queer, but I would 1,000% get this. So I'd love to see more stuff like this. Like, keep it up. Let's cater to everybody. That's how you make everybody happy, and that's how you get the most amount of money. Yeah. So here's to more Sailor Moon stuff for sure.
So when I make the shows and I prepare the shows and stuff, it's usually at a certain point, photos get locked in because, I got to have time to prepare it. Well, it was like this morning I saw these photos. I think it's like from Toy News News or something like that, and I don't know if you've seen these yet, Tupper. It's a bit of a novelty line, but it's a TMNT G.I. Joe crossover that's going to have Leonardo as Snake Eyes, Michelangelo as Shipwreck, Krang as Destro, Shredder as Cobra Commander, Raphael as Roadblock, Donatello as Dial Tone, Bebop and Rocksteady as Dreadnoks, April with the Shell Striker, and the Turtle Flycopter. And we do have some photos as well.
Ooh. Oh my. What the fuck am I looking at? What the fuck am I looking at? Okay, so this is objectively awesome.
Yeah.
I just want to say that right off the gate. This is objectively great. It looks like they're using a combo of the figure looks from the 1980s, back, back when the turtle stuff came out, a little bit of modern additions from the G.I. Joe lines. How do I feel about this, Richie? How do I feel about this?
I put these in the same category as like my Battle Cat Man and my Lion-O He-Man. Those were novelty things. Like these, they're not things. It's not a thing that I would collect a whole line. And when I have you over next, I'll show you something specifically about them, or maybe I'll do it on the show at some point. But yeah. You get these for the novelty and nostalgia of all of the crossover elements is what you get these for.
I really love this. I really, really love this. Trying to figure out what the cost would be for any of this.
Yeah.
It's really going to depend on price. It's really going to depend on availability. Again, this might be something that we also go through AliExpress for to see if we can get a good deal. But I think this is a line we have to keep an eye on. I want to see more of this. I'm into it. I am into it. And I think every collector needs a weird series that they just have. This could be my weird series, combining two things that I love dearly, the Turtles and G.I. Joe. Oh, Jesus. I can't wait to see more from this, but I am into it. Let's find out what the pricing is on this. But this could be a dark horse hit for 2026.
Yeah.
Let's keep our eyes on it and see, because yes, love it. Did not see this. Great. Didn't see it before today. This is great. This is great.
When I find things that you don't see yet, and I get to surprise you with something.
Yeah. Oh, that was great. That's gold. That is gold. I can't believe they did that.
Yeah.
But this also, again, while we're talking about these sort of mashups, I do want to make sure I'm reminding the internets, because maybe we can will it into existence. Transformers, G.I. Joe combo, but they take Transformers and they take those designs and they put them in classified style figures, not robots. Dudes with helmets that happen to look like Transformer characters. I think that should happen.
Along the lines of, but not exactly, like you have the armored Cobra Commander, but it's an armored Joe that looks like a Transformer, basically, right?
Well, I'm thinking more like, so you have Optimus Prime's helmet, and it's a helmet that comes off, and it's in a cloth with little armor accessories, just again like a classified figure, but it's colored like Optimus Prime. The gun that the guy comes with is Optimus Prime's gun. It just happens to fit in a G.I. Joe hand. Backpack that's, very G.I. Joe centered, but looks like a Transformer thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's like it's an action figure, but it comes with the looks to make it into a Transformer, but you still know it and recognize it as a G.I. Joe. Okay. There's art out there. Somebody did some art based on it. Go and look on Google or wherever you look for shit. Just don't use AI, because that's fuck that. But yeah, it's great. Stuff like that is great. I would love to see that happen for realsies. Oh my god! Just like I would love to see Marvel stuff done in G.I. Joe classified style as well. Like, oh man, like
there's a lot of Marvel stuff, like the Punisher we were talking about a few weeks ago. That just it's ripe for that kind of crossover. So we're gonna go into
Shit Richie bought this week.
Just when we thought last week, when I wouldn't have any toys to show for the next episode, I found some stuff, of course, because that's what I do. Is I look on the internet for toys that I want, and I got it.
He does. Yep.
And one thing that I think I got these from figurineforall.ca, or it may have been CMD Store. It was one of the two. But they're on sale. One of them was like $13, another one was $20. Another one was a bit more expensive. It was on the $50 mark, but because I was paying $13 for one, I was like, eh. And then the shipping
balances out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so balances out.
And that's because I wanted to complete the this is from the Green Lantern and the Dawnbreaker 2-pack. that because I couldn't find just the Dawnbreaker, and the place that I did find having just the Dawnbreaker, it was more expensive than the 2-pack. So I'm like, all right, I'll have another Hal Jordan. Has this cool lantern stand construct thing that I'll probably incorporate into my lantern setup, because the Dawnbreaker and the other ones are all going to go on that stand that came with the Batman Who Laughs and what's the Wonder Woman one called?
Ares.
Yeah, whatever it was. I'm blanking right now, but that one, they're all going to go on that because there's pegs for all of them there, and these are the last 3 that I needed. Well, not the Hal Jordan, but this being the Dawnbreaker and the Hal. Otherwise, I would have posed them like this, but they actually fit on there fairly well and stay on there really well. But I also got the Murder Machine. This was the other 2, the second of the 3 that I did not have of the Dark Knights from Dark Knights Death Metal. The Batman / Cyborg crossover / he took over. He has
this. I love the look of this figure so much.
He has a very cool tentacle hands for like jacking into computers. That looks really cool.
Not what I thought you were going to say, Richie.
Tupper's like, oh my God, don't say that, Richie. Jesus Christ. So, but
he's got this cool tentacle hand for jacking it. Wait, where are you going with this?
This isn't the boys. Anyways, and so and it's kind of a toss-up between this one and the Drowned on which one I like better, because the Drowned looks really cool too. Not only is it a Batman taking over Aquaman's powers, but it's also a female variant, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that they included a couple of female variants in the Dark Knights. When again, I could have used maybe even an extra one, but it's again, if you're going to use the multiverse, go all in, and it was nice. Yeah, it's nice that they did that. But I mean, also, I love the detailing in these figures. I mean, this is something that they kind of got away from in recent years, and it's a little more simplistic. But I mean, it was great that they put so much detailing in the sculpts and in the designs for those characters. I mean, they really pop.
Yeah. So that's the last of the DC stuff that I got. Once I get them all on the stand, because I haven't put them there yet, because I still haven't reorganized my displays after taking down the Christmas stuff, so they're still in disarray, and so I got to fix that all up. And
come on, Richie, get your act together, buddy. Come on, I had all my stuff was set up 2 days later.
Yeah,
it's all.
But I have like 5 times the amount of shit you do.
Also, 3 times the amount of kits that I do.
That's right. Wait, 3 times 0 is 0. You don't do math very well.
Well, you have 3 more children than I do then.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to bring up that I wanted to show really quickly that I got over the holidays. Not really an action figure, but it's still a toy. It's this fun little people collector set for Supernatural with Sam, Dean, and Castiel. Because it looks really cool in the box like that, I'm just gonna leave that there.
Yeah.
So, and
it's this is
fun little collector set.
This is an adult. It is a fun little collector set, and it's definitely meant to be kept in the packaging. Like you could take it out. I'm sure there's fun stuff in there, but this is an adult collectible that I think should stay in the package. Yeah. So it looks really, really great. Little People have done a couple of things like that in the past, and they will do more things again. I love stuff like this, and it does count. This is the toy show with Pep, not the action figure show.
That's right. It's
with
about
Pep.
toys.
So.
That's right. Although we highly feature action figures, but
We will be talking about something that is just off camera up here in my display, and I will be taking some photos and videos of that in the coming weeks. It was a Christmas gift, and I think it'll be just fun to show and sound it off here on the show. So stay tuned for that, folks.
Next one I got is I had to go get myself a Mandalorian, and I like the Darksaber, so I got the one from the Mines of Mandalore. Comes with the Darksaber. I tell you, I actually had to look up where to put this knife, because I was looking all over the boot and everything, and it's actually just a little insert in the boots, because I forgot doing it. I'm like, that he actually literally pulls it out of his boot before, so it's designed to go in this little crevice in the boot, and you hardly notice it when it's there too. So I thought that was really cool. A really cool piece.
I would have noticed it right away.
Shut your face. So you know what? When you come over, well, you're gonna be able to see it now, but when you come over, I'll see if you can put it in its place. But here.
You in your place.
Yeah, so he's got great articulation. I do wish that the cape was a cloth cape. That's my only gripe about this figure, but it's a very small gripe. Yeah. It's the plastic cape is fine. It's just I like cloth capes, but I think it would have added to the figure. A little bit of side profile there, but it's a really good Mandalorian figure, and I enjoyed it a lot. I do like my pose on the right there with him not being able to raise the Darksaber, and since I had a Mandalorian, I couldn't not get a Grogu, so I found this little guy, and you said you have this one as well, right?
I do, yeah. Well, I don't have the Pram because the figure that came out in 2021, I think, did not include the Pram. It included the other things you have, minus the chain, because they hadn't done that on the show yet. But yes, I have my little Grogu. He's nice. Right here.
And his arms and head do slightly articulate, so
they're ball jointed. Yeah, they got some ball jointing. No big deal. But it's nice to get the Pram.
You just like saying
this
Pram.
Is nice. I do like saying Pram. I didn't know that was a word until
it's funny
until the Mandalorian came out.
In this
Pram.
And this figure, it's the only time I could get the lid to stay up. Connect it to it, otherwise I can't get it. Now I can't get it to stay on. I was lifted up, but it's easy to close it.
So just don't mix that up with your regular eggs, because you'll be putting some plastic in there. Yeah, see, this is my little Grogu that I got here. He's same as Richie's, and then there's obviously my Mando is here. He is not, I think, as shiny as
which version is yours?
Richie's. He came out, I think, 2023, something like that. Wow, why can't I figure this out? Anyway, there he is. He's got a different knee. Yours is a blue knee.
Yeah.
My guy does not have the blue knee. But again, yes, I agree. The soft goods cape is kind of a pain in the ass. I would love to have that because the plastic cape is a pain in the butt, and it can't really fit the rocket. Mine comes with a rocket launcher backpack so you can fly, and it doesn't really fit. It doesn't really work, and you can't pop the head right off. This is the thing that I would love. Again, I know that we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but that obviously, like, the way Hasbro works is the guys that do the Black Series, they're one department, G.I. Joe Classified, one department, Marvel Legends, one department, and they don't seem to talk.
It's like Severance.
And, yeah, they're really severed over there at Hasbro. So it's just weird because there's things that they do in G.I. Joe Classified that it's like, why don't they do that in the Black Series? Why don't the heads come off as easy as they do for G.I. Joe Classified or that Marvel Legends in the Black Series? Why is it that there's no extra hands in the Black Series? Why is it that some of the Marvel Legends don't have the boot swivel, which is kind of essential? Yeah. They have that in the G.I. Joe Classified. Like, why
doesn't Deadpool's tripod on his weapon move?
Yeah, like it's just weird stuff like that. And another one of my hopes for 2026, a resolution, if you will, for these companies, not for me, is you guys need to talk a little more. You need to bring some of those things that you do in one line over to the other line. Collaborate a little bit, because it would be nice, because there's things that are great about that Mando figure, but it's far from perfect. And it's basically, you got the same one. It's great.
I got the same one with different clothes,
if
basically.
they just talked a little. Yeah.
So Tupper is gonna review some stuff for us.
Oh yeah. Strap on your flak jackets, baby. It's review time. Yeah, song's just gonna keep on going.
I think I'm gonna make it longer. Like I'm gonna make it 5 seconds longer every time.
You're a bastard. It's like, it's time for the review section, and it's 20 minutes of a song. Just me talking over a song for 20 minutes. It's time for a review segment. Now, you're going to see right off the bat that I did start doing my photos a little bit different for the widescreen, for the HD, because I'm smart. So we're going to start off here with Batwing. McFarlane's Batwing. Got this as a Christmas gift from Jamie. Jamie's the one who got me this, yes. And so this guy, I love this guy. He has, look, this is a stripped down figure. It doesn't come with much. The figure and the armor and the design is what you're looking for with this. And honestly, this tickled me in just the perfect way. I love the sculpting on this. I love the design of this figure. It's so clean. The armor is just great. I love the little details that are present on this figure. It's very imposing. And there's no paint except for that bat symbol and in his eyes. And I really, really enjoy
this is a really good pose.
Very, very limited design and limited paint. Could this figure use more paint? It 1000% could. It's just plastic, and there's a little bit of stuff here, a little bit of stuff there, but it's just the design of this just gets me. I just love it. It all works very good. There's some ratcheting connections that happen in the legs. There's this great like ankle spin / rocker thing, which is molded specifically. It's one of the best ankles that McFarlane has ever done is on this guy.
I might have to
this
get
is
him.
wonderful. He is absolutely fantastic. There's a lot that hold him back from being perfect. Obviously, the wings, I think the wings are really cool, but they are kind of lacking as far as articulation and detail. They do go up and down, as you can see in the photos, but that's kind of it.
They're no raptor wings.
He comes with no accessories. Like, technically the backpack and the wings count because they do come off, as you saw in one of the photos, that you can pull them off and it fits back on. It's great. But it only comes with that little like jet blue blast effect. That's it. That's it. There's no extra hands. There's no other accessories. It's super, super stripped down. But honestly, if you can find this at a really good price, so anything under $25, if you are like me and you love masked armored Batman figures, you got to pick it up. I mean, the design and look of the figure alone to me is a total 9 out of 10. Again, I'd love to see more paint ops on it. I'd love to see a little bit more paint details on it, but it is what it is.
That's the thing, though, with this character. That version of the Batwing costume is very basic when it comes to coloring. You know, like, and this is also 1,000% upgrade from Batwing's original costume / armor. So it was bad.
I knew when we saw the photos for this that I was going to like it, but I was very surprised at how much I actually liked it when I was moving it around and playing with it in hand. And I just got to say, I'm a big fan. I love this. Needs more paint, needs way more accessories, not valued very high at $30. But if you can find it for $25, you're getting a pretty good deal. If you can find it for $20 or under, it is a must get if you even have a passing interest in Batman. I really, dark horse surprise for me that I really ended up liking a lot.
Just watch for those McFarlane sales at EB Games. So in Canada.
Yeah. Great stuff. Again, I know it's just tickling the part of me that loves armored Batman figures, but I think this is one of the better ones that they've done. It's great. It really, really is. It screams somebody do a repaint of it. It screams if you're somebody who enjoys adding your own paint to
really
and
cool
modding your own
custom, too.
figures. Yeah, like I think there's something for modders out there with this one that I think would really sell it as far as really cool. But honestly, as it is, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic.
The next one, it's my Christmas present to Tupper, because I couldn't let Tupper not have this guy.
It's true. This was Richie's number 3 figure
Yeah.
of 2025. It's great. I mean, this is the Emerald Twilight Hal Jordan with all of those rings on his hands. I mean, this is really great work. The things that I loved about it are the different leg sculpt that comes with it. I love the paint ops. The paint ops on this are
Fantastic.
phenomenal. His chest and head are absolutely some of the best stuff that McFarlane has ever done, honestly, as far as paint goes. It is so dynamic. This is a very, very dynamic
The cool thing I like
figure.
it is because
I really,
you
really
can get
love
a
it.
different look at it just from like changing the angle. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. The lighting, I mean, you can, depending on where you put it, the lighting, I mean, again, there's quite a lot you can do. Excuse me, hiccup. There's a lot you can do with it here, but the face is just so expressive. The detailing in the hands is so expressive. This is really, really great stuff. And it just, the only thing that's a downside for it is that it's kind of limited on what you can do on the shelf. And it kind of is just there. I mean, I don't have the display with the big the comic book cover back. That was a little too much for me to drag back in my suitcase. And the thing that bothers me too about the stand is that there should be multiple foot pegs, and there's just the one foot peg, and it's kind of weirdly oriented in the center. And I'm like, I don't understand why they did it that way. The lantern is nice. You don't get a lot of lanterns with Green Lantern figures anymore, so it was nice to see that included. But it is kind of on the cheaper side. The handle doesn't swivel back and forth. It would have been nice to see that. I also wish that the one ring fist and the grasping hand were also painted with that comic book styling like the two ring filled hands were. I think that was a real missed opportunity.
I think they just also took from other figures for those too.
Yeah, but also the thing that I really wish that we had gotten a standard Hal Jordan non-evil look with just regular paint ops with that comic book styling with more of a stoic look or more, something. Yeah. I really think that there should have been an extra head that was included with this figure. If you're going to include those hands, there should have been an extra head that's not as menacing, is not as interesting looking, but still has some value to it. So I'm a little disappointed they didn't do that.
Well, maybe they thought most people would pose it as like intended, and would think that the extra head would sit in people's like bins, drawers, whatever the case may be, for however they take care of their accessories. So it's kind of a crapshoot for them for those decisions sometimes.
It's true. I mean, this is definitely for me a figure where you're looking at it and you're going, I like what they did. I really, really like what they did, but it does feel pointless to include two extra hands and the lantern itself, and there's no extra head. I'm like, I really feel like they should have just had the figure itself and no extras, and I think that would have been a good price point to have it at. But if you're going to include accessories, I kind of wish that they had painted the hands, the extra hands, to match the comic book styling, and they'd given him a non-menacing, non-evil head to include. Those are just nitpicky things, though. I think this is great. I'm not as big a fan of it as Richie is, but I am a big fan. I'm really happy to have it in my collection because he looks really great. He's currently right there on my shelf with the other DC character, the other DC villain characters. And it's just, I was taking photos of it last night. I'm just like, man, that head sculpt is one of their best ones. Yeah. I think again, given what you get, if you are even a mild fan of Green Lantern, you have to have this figure. It's just too pretty. And there's lots of interesting things you can do with it on your shelf. You don't need that extra stuff. Just as he is, he's really great.
I'm a big fan of posing it with the comic book covers, because I did it with the Killing Joke and the Kingdom Come one. But if that's not your thing, pose it like Tupper did. It's great both ways.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at it from just the figure that's there, I think that's a solid 9. I think when you take into the price points and what comes with it, that drops it down to a little bit more around the 7, maybe 7.5 out of 10. Still great, but it feels like you can see there should have been a little more thought put into it. But honestly, as it is, this is great. This is one of the better McFarlane figures that I have in my collection. I don't have a lot, but this is definitely one of the better ones. Yeah. So I think if you like Green Lantern, you got to get this one, baby.
Yes, I agree. I concur. Now, we're not going to go into it too much today, but because just before we sat down to record, I received a package, my next AliExpress one, where I ordered from some stores that had certified originals or brand original specific, and I picked up gotta say the box is a bit came in really damaged.
The box is fucked.
Yeah, it was packaged really well. Like, it was in like complete bubble wrap, like the thick stuff around it, but yeah, it still took its beatings. The box is fucked, so I probably won't keep the box, but from what I can tell so far, because I haven't opened it yet, because I'm gonna use this to make sure I motivate myself to clean up the other figures and get them away, so I can open this, as well as the equally or slightly less damaged box of Richard Crystal Ball King. So Ryan Clark, I've got these now, just like you.
He got himself a Dick King action figure.
That's
right. Know, this is King.
I love
King
my
Dick
King.
I'm very envious because I'm not super envious of the Ghost Viper. I think that everyone said this is a really cool figure, and I agree it is cool. I don't think it would fit in my collection all that well from the standpoint. I am really envious about the Crystal Ball. Really envious because I definitely want that one. So can't wait to see the photos of it. Can't wait to see. I know Richie's gonna fucking love it though, because this made numerous top 10 lists for 2025. And I want it. I didn't get it. Richie's got to get. I can't wait for him to open this one. I think you're gonna love it. I think it's going to be one of your favorite GI Joe figures. Just great stuff. Great stuff.
Yeah, and
but yeah, what the fuck? What's with those boxes?
I don't know.
Like
yeah, it's got an articulatable ghost dog. How awesome is that? You know.
I mean, that's less impressive to me because it's basically the same animal that came with Snake Eyes a couple of years ago, just ghostified. So I have it. I have that. You will love it. Yeah. You will love that. You will love that Ghost Wolf. You're going to love him.
I kind of do want to get the Snake Eyes with Timber. I do got to say, because that wolf is pretty cool.
I mean, you got multiple ones to choose from. I think we already talked about that in the show. So that is to come. I will give you guys a spoiler. I do know that I am going to be getting the Desert Viper, which comes with a giant ass scorpion, as in like it's the size of my hand. Yes. I know that's coming. So that is a review that we're going to be doing.
Okay, you know it's coming now. Okay, good. Because I had to coordinate with Christine again to make sure I wasn't buying a same figure. Because I almost actually bought that one as your birthday present. So I was about to, and I was like, wait a second. So.
Yeah, I only had 2 on my list for birthday, so I know I'm going to get Rock and Roll and the Desert Viper, and then there's going to be reviews of those ones coming up. But yes,
I don't think it's necessarily on your list, but I think you're going to love it because it's bonkers.
I love bonkers stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. So we have some new stuff coming that we're going to be reviewing. I also have 2 G.I. Joe reviews that are coming on our next episode. Before I come to visit Richie in the final lands of Ottawa, I got to take some photos for those so we can put it on our next episode.
That by then we would also have some of our new Spidey stuff. It was set to come out on the 12th. The Spidey 2099, the Uncanny Spidey, and then the Venom Spidey, but they've been pushed to the 23rd of January, which I think you'll be gone by then, right? Or
No. I'm in town until the 30th.
Okay, so
I'm in town until the 30th. So fingers crossed that we get. I desperately want to get that Spider-Man 2099. I think we're gonna fucking love that figure. So I wanna hold it in my hands. I wanna touch it. So a lot of touching happening on this episode. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's a touch episode. Either way, I'm very excited about that one. So I hope it comes in on the 23rd like it's supposed to.
Yeah, that way
then I'll
we
be taking
can,
a whole bunch of shit back with me.
Pick that up.
I thought he was going to put in the suck my fat one reference, and then I was going to be like, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. But just for you.
Suck my fat one!
There we go.
Love it so much. We love you, delightful Derek, wherever you may be.
I didn't get a chance to use this one because I didn't see any.
Holy shit, are those laser blasters?
Might just be.
No laser blasters this week, but you know what? We do this every week, so you can
Maybe
expect
next
to see
week.
some laser blasters on a future episode. And I think, is that it?
That is it.
That is it.
Yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Get that ding sound. Speeding Bullets Reloaded. We are Speeding Bullets Repackaged, the toy show with Pep. We're here mostly every Monday.
Yeah, like 9 out of 10 Mondays we're here.
Yeah.
So, suck it.
That's right. Bye.
1984, I know it's hard to remember. All 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall. Now! When's that new series of 1984s coming out? Right now! Go!
We gotta go to the mall when I get back so we can pick up some toys. Yeah. No one's sucking anyone's fat ones when we go to the mall. Bye, folks.